Jasmine Shah, I'd like to bring you in on this. You know, there might be attempts to paper over of possibly what went down yesterday with a leader and not a junior leader. Alka Lamba is no junior leader of the Congress, coming out openly stating that the Congress has told them, the top leadership, to prepare on all 7 seats. Now, there might be many excuses to paper over a possible slip-up, but it's quite out in the open, Jasmine Shah, because you have 10 seats in Delhi, 7 seats in Delhi, which you contend with. 10 in Haryana, which you'd want to share in, which is again up with the Congress, and then 14 in Punjab plus Chandigarh.
Preeti, I think as far as yesterday's comment was concerned, the Congress has very categorically said at the top leadership level that the person concerned was not authorized to make any such statement, and there is absolutely no difference in terms of what the association of Aam Aadmi Party and Congress is. So I think we should put that to rest. But I can understand why BJP and certain sections of BJP sponsored media are out to destabilize the India coalition. Nobody from within the India coalition wants to destabilize. These are the forces outside who stand to lose if India coalition comes to power, who are trying to destabilize. And the reality today in front of the people is very clear that today if there is any one opposition or one alliance that can give future and a direction to India, it is the India coalition. They know, BJP knows that today in Mr. Modi, it has one of the most weakest and corrupt Prime Minister India has ever seen. Why weak? Because Manipur crisis, Prime Minister stays silent. Be it the issue of women wrestlers who are protesting in Jantar Mantar, Prime Minister stays silent. China crisis, Prime Minister stays silent. Haryana crisis, Prime Minister stays silent. And look at the levels of corruption, Preeti. 70,000 crores, Prime Minister is accusing NCP of corruption, but 3 days after he makes sure that all these corrupt leaders are in his party. The most corrupt people today from all the parties have found space in
Jasmine,
BJP, which has become a washing machine.
So
no wonder.
I'm going to take it off from what you said, that there is a conglomerate of sorts of an anti-India alliance. But I want to bring in Sujata Paul into this conversation. Sujata Paul, the last I heard, Alka Lamba, not the BJP, but Congress. The last I heard, you have Mr. Sandeep Dixit, who was on our show just about 20 minutes ago, saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is as good or bad as the BJP. He's from the Congress, not the BJP. Very short while, a very senior leader of yours, Madam Ajay Makan, tweeted out a complete explanation on why the Congress should never go with the Aam Aadmi Party. Once again, madam, nobody who's an anti-India alliance, but very much from your own, and a very senior leader at that.
We are a democracy, and like you mentioned in the beginning only, united we stand, but with diverse views and with one single objective as far as 2024 is concerned. Now, we are not the BJP that wants to divide people, divide parties, bring down government. Who are we? We believe in the democracy of this country, and we established this democracy. And we are very proud of all the parties that exist in this country. We're not like the BJP that says that we want a Congress Mukta Bharat. We don't want anyone disappearing from India. If they are there, they are there, and we'll handle them electorally. Now, as far as what happened yesterday is concerned, we must remember that we believe in the federal structure, and when it comes to the federal structure, we will do all it takes as far as elections are concerned. But when it comes to 2024, we are united and we are fighting for this country. We have to save this country from imemyself.com, and that is Mr. Modi. And Mr. Modi is the only person who does not get removed anywhere, right? He's the one who appoints chief ministers, removes chief ministers, but he cannot be removed. So what kind of politics is this? This country is plagued today by this kind of parivarvad.
But Sujata Paul, usually one would suggest there's a party whip that goes down. Especially in an alliance, you can't have multiple people speaking on different tunes, especially senior leadership like Mr. Ajay Makan, who is as senior as it gets where your party is concerned, ma'am. But stay with me. Sanju Verma, I know you want to come in. I just want to bring in, I'm coming to you. Just give me about 2 minutes. Let me bring in the Shiv Sena UBT faction, Priyanka Chaturvedi as well, because there are multiple counts where this alliance is facing issues, which is not just Delhi, Sanju Verma. It's happening very much where you come from, Maharashtra. And Priyanka Chaturvedi, the question I want to ask you is, your own alliance partners, where the Maha Vikas Aghadi is concerned, the Congress's Mr. Nana Patole has made it very clear that he is uncomfortable where it comes down to the bonhomie, some behind secret doors between the uncle and the nephew, which is Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar. Does your political outfit also share the same apprehensions of your own alliance in Maharashtra?
With the Mahavikas Aghadi, and all is also well with the India Alliance. Yes, every political parties which come together could have a difference of opinion. That does not necessarily mean it is leading to a breakup. So, having said that, I think media focus should be more on how the alliance is shaping up, what are the questions that we are asking of the government, what are the issues that we are taking to the people of this country, and we are all very committed to the idea of ensuring that Maharashtra, which is seeing an unconstitutional government, Maharashtra, which is seeing one of the most opportunistic kind of politics where political parties, where MLAs are being bought and sold, where Election Commission, ED, IT, CBI, all are playing an active role. We will continue to stay united and give a tough battle to the BJP and its minions, and ensure that we come up victorious and form a government again whenever elections happen next.
All right. You know, that question of the unease with Mr. Pawar hasn't still been answered. I'm going to come back with that question. Ms. Chaturvedi, I want to cut across right now to the Bharatiya Janata Party National Spokesperson Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, there might be many fissures, and understandably there are, and right out in the open. But if you look at it, what has gone down today? You had an Arvind Kejriwal mount a fierce attack against the Prime Minister and against the BJP and the government from Delhi. You had it echoed by Mr. Sharad Pawar in Bid, who's made out publicly saying that your government and the Prime Minister is not going to come back in 2024.
You know, Preeti, I would like to reinforce what Prime Minister Modi said on the floor of the Lok Sabha a couple of months back. He summed it up so well when he said, and this was meant for the opposition, and I'm sure the opposition panelists are listening very intently. तुम्हारे पाँव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, तुम्हारे पाँव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है कि तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है. लेकिन कमाल तो ये है कि तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है. Let's be very clear. Even if you look at the India Today Mood of the Nation polls, I'm taking an average of the last two polls. Between the last two polls, the number of people who said that they think that the Modi government has done either well or exceedingly well rose from 54% to 72%. 61% people continue to believe that Narendra Modi will come back as Prime Minister, and 43% of the sample that you surveyed, they said that the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2024 will come back with a thumping majority with at least a 40% vote share. This is the Janta and the sample survey done by no less than India Today. Now, point number two. Somebody, I think it was Alka Lamba, before you started the show, I recall her saying कि बिना दिल्ली के जो दिल्ली जीतता है वही सिंहासन जीतता है. I would just like to make a small correction there, and I've said this on your show umpteen times, Preeti, that the road to Delhi in Lok Sabha elections in India goes via Lucknow. And if the opposition is not able to get its act together in Uttar Pradesh, which sends a solid 80 seats to the Lok Sabha, no way on earth are they going to make a dent in the BJP's total tally or muster up the requisite numbers to be able to form a government at the center. And just very quickly, because I have to respond to some allegations, I will just take 20 seconds. Somebody said that the current Maharashtra government is unconstitutional. Let people not forget that BJP-led Devendra Fadnavis got 105 seats in the last assembly elections in Maharashtra in 2019, and the Uddhav Sena got 53 or 54 odd seats, NCP an equal amount, and Congress was limited at about 44.